What's going on, guys? So let's get right into it. So as far as Turkey Al-Sheikh talking about no Tom and Jerry fight, initially I think I was just like you guys. I was on the defensive. Like, he don't want no Tom and Jerry fight. Well, what happens if, for example, Shakur Stevenson is fighting uh Tank Davis? You really think Shakur Stevenson is gonna fight Tank Davis toe to toe? No, he's gonna move around. You think Crawford is going to fight Canelo toe to toe? No, Crawford is going to move around. And then when I actually, I was listening to what Turkey Al-Sheikh was stating. Um, I then was like, I might be overthinking this. I think Turkey is just honestly saying that if my name is going to be on this event, if I'm funding this event, I'm promoting you guys and I'm hiring you guys to give great performances. I don't want to see one fighter giving his all, chasing another fighter, trying to avoid contact. And I think that's what he was stating. Not the whole movement thing where they can't they can't perform like a Muhammad Ali or Floyd Mayweather, where they did utilize a lot of movement, but it was to avoid traps and also set up traps. So I think again, Turkey is not stating that he doesn't want any movement. He's not saying that. He's just simply stating, I don't want it to be a boring fight. If I'm paying you guys millions of dollars, I want to make sure that the fans are satisfied. And not just satisfied, but more importantly, I want to retain the boxing fans, right? Perfect example. You go to a restaurant, you immediately get straight to your seats. They take your orders in about, let's say, 15, 20 minutes. Your food comes. The food was real good. You tip the waiter really well simply because you had a great experience. And it's a high probability that you are not only will you return, but you're probably going to recommend that restaurant. Turkey Al-Sheikh wants to retain boxing fans. And more importantly, he wants to, gain more boxing fans because they're like, man, this guy's the Ryan Coogler of, boxing promoters. He's making the big fights happen, and he's also setting a condition. And the condition is, if I hire you, no running. I want to make sure that these fights are are entertaining. I want the fans to get a great experience out of these fights. And they're paying good money. Those who stay home, they're paying high pay-per-view money. And those who are going to the fight, they're paying good money for their seats. I see Turkey Al-Sheikh's vision. I'm down. I'm on board with that decision. I don't think it's going to ruin a fighter's chance, of being competitive and more importantly winning. Same thing with the, small ring size. A lot of people are up in arms about that. Why? These guys are professional fighters. They cannot tell me that they never fought in smaller rings, smaller crowds, in the hot heat, right? They weren't just inside an arena their whole entire amateur career. They fought outside too. I'm pretty sure they have. They know how to fight under these conditions. And if they don't, go get you an 18 by 18 then. Start training in it. Adapt. I'm not babying any of these professional fighters. They're getting paid way too much money for these boring performances. Turkey Al-Sheikh is stating, hey, if I'm paying you, you better show up and fight. And you better train hard. Because if you don't and you're avoiding contact, I'm never going to hire you again. And that's okay. That's okay. It's no different from any other company that you would work for. Am I right? You got to come in at this time. You have to wear this uniform. You got to talk to the customers this way. This is how I want you to do it. X, Y, Z. There's nothing wrong with that. He's setting a great condition. And again, I see his vision. I'm on board with it. No, I don't think he's trying to turn boxing into UFC. No, he's just simply stating that, again, he wants fighters to fight. He wants you to earn that belt. And again, fans want to see action. I'm okay with a guy moving around. If I didn't, I wouldn't watch Devin Haney. I wouldn't watch Shakur Stevenson. I would have never watched Floyd Mayweather, and I would have never watched Muhammad Ali or Sugar Ray Leonard. You know, this is not going to hinder their performances. They are trained professionals. They will figure out a way to win. Is that not what Mayweather said? Figure out a way to win. These are true champions. So again, I hope you guys understand what I was trying to say. Hopefully you guys understand what Turki Al-Sheikh is trying to do. Okay? He's not trying to ruin the sport of boxing. He's just trying to make boxing great again. With that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Until next time.